Hello, everyone. Hello, Columbus United fans. Welcome to the third home game now here at Kinnett Stadium. Columbus United welcoming in the New Orleans Jesters. These two teams meeting once before this season, that one ending in a 3-3 thriller. Looking for more of the same this time. Columbus hoping to come out with 3 points this time around. We're just about 20 minutes away from kickoff. Can't wait to bring you this one. Should be a good one.
Special thank you to Pepsi and Gatorade for your support in Columbus United and sharing our vision of growing the beautiful game in Columbus. Tonight would not be possible without the support of community-minded companies, Pepsi and Gatorade. Next home game is Saturday, June 22nd, when we take on the Tallahassee FC in a critical conference match. It's Military Appreciation Night presented by Pepsi. Plan to join us as we celebrate the military from Fort Moore and retired military. We appreciate everything you do for our community and country. Active and retired military get a free ticket to the match courtesy of Pepsi by using promo code UNITE, the number 4 troops, for a free ticket to the match. Tickets are on sale now at ColumbusUnitedFC.com.
Hello, everyone. Once again, the faces behind your Columbus United broadcast. We're here for the third home game of the season here at Kinnett Stadium. The Columbus United welcoming in the New Orleans Jesters. I'm not here solo tonight. I'm joined by my friend Charles here, who's here to join me on the commentary tonight. Charles, how are you? And just how are you feeling about tonight's game, man?
I feel like it's going to be a good game between the New Orleans Jesters and Columbus United.
Absolutely. Charles, tell us a little about yourself, man. Where are you from?
I'm from Columbus, Georgia, and I've been playing soccer for 6 years now.
6 years on the pitch, he's valid. He knows what he's talking about. Charles, what position do you play, and what is it about soccer that you love so much?
I play center mid, and I also play like the center attacking mid. And I love soccer just because it's something to do to get your head out of all the stressful things.
Charles, being a midfield player, you know how important it is to win that midfield battle, to win possession back for your team, to create when you're playing that center attacking mid. What have you seen from this Columbus midfield?
They look very strong whenever they're moving the ball across the lines and whenever they find their space, and they attack and defend very well.
Very much so. I think one of the big things they love to do is win the ball back right away. You know, they may turn the ball over, but they're holding midfielders there to win it back almost every time. Should be the key to hopefully a third straight home win tonight and a chance to jump to third in the standings. What a turnaround, right?
Yep.
Big time opportunity for the team. We're just about a little over 10 minutes away from kickoff now. We're very excited to bring this one to you. Steve Pineda joined by Charles, my friend Charles Young here tonight, correct?
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
Can't wait to bring it to you. Welcome back, everyone. A few sponsorships to tell you about now. An injury can be a game changer. That's why Houston Clinic provides urgent ortho care, sports medicine team coverage, and an emergency room at Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. An injury can be a game changer, as we mentioned, and immediate evaluation and care can be a game changer as well. Celebrating 75 years of exceptional orthopedic care. Columbus United is also sponsored by Synovus. Wherever potential leads you, get there with speed, get there with scale, get there with Synovus. Synovus, get there. And a special thank you to Pepsi and Gatorade for your support of Columbus United and sharing our vision for growing the beautiful game in the Fountain City. Tonight would not be possible without the support of community-minded companies, Pepsi and Gatorade. Columbus United also extends a special shout out and thank you to ENS Clothing Warehouse, as well as ENS Mattress and Furniture Discounters. We also want to extend a thank you to Guadalajara Mexican Restaurant for being a sponsor of Columbus United. If you're ever looking for amazing Mexican food, make sure to check out Guadalajara Mexican Restaurant. And lastly, Columbus United extending a thank you to Puma. Puma will proudly on the kits of both the home and away kits for Columbus United. Welcome into Kinnett Stadium for tonight's match against the New Orleans Jesters, presented by Synovus. Your Columbus United has won their first 2 home games here at Kinnett Stadium. Let's make it 3 tonight. Let's go for 3. Tonight, we are celebrating all of our local soccer dads. A happy Father's Day weekend to all dads out in the Fountain City, all across the country, especially here in Columbus. The first 500 fans to enter Kinnett Stadium today, receiving yellow and red cards courtesy of Synovus. Looking pretty good, right? There you go. We want to give them a shout out for being our presenting sponsor here tonight. Every Columbus United home game benefits a great local organization. Tonight's benefiting organization is Columbus Youth Soccer Association. So, Charles, back to you again here. Obviously, we're celebrating soccer dads here today. You have a soccer dad. He may or may not be in the room with us. Just talk to me about him and just what he does for you as a soccer dad.
He takes me to all my away and home soccer games. Also, he'll take me to my practices and he'll help me and get my jug ready for practice and games. And he gets all my stuff ready whenever I need him.
How important would you say that is?
It's very important because sometimes I can be a little busy and not want to do it or be lazy.
As we all tend to do. Shifting our attention now to this game, a big one, a big opportunity for this team. What are maybe some keys to the game that the fans should know about today?
That this is going to be a key game with Columbus United being in 5th and the Jesters being in 6th. This is going to be a game that they surely have to win, and if they win, they can go up to 3rd place.
Absolutely. Let's shift our attention back onto the pitch now. Teams getting ready to walk out now. Columbus in the red tonight. In the red tonight. You more a fan of the red or the blue kit?
I'm more a fan of the red kit. It just shows out more and it's a brighter and nicer color.
Just moments away from the walkout here, getting closer and closer to kickoff. We look forward to picking things back up with you here momentarily.
Columbus United fans, please welcome Columbus United and New Orleans Jesters starting 11 to the Kinnett Stadium field. Please stand and remove your hats for the national anthem.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Kinnett Stadium for tonight's match versus the New Orleans Jesters, presented by Synovus. After a huge win last Wednesday against the conference-leading team, Pensacola FC, Columbus United is in playoff position with a crucial game tonight. All Columbus United home games benefit a local organization. 10% of tonight's ticket sales will be donated to Columbus Youth Soccer Association to help support their great organization. We're just moments from kickoff now. Both teams getting their final final moments of preparation and captains meeting at midfield alongside all the officials, both returning to their huddles, respected huddles now. Should be a good one. I'm once again joined by my good friend Charles Young here right next to me. Excuse me, my friend Charles Taylor sitting next to me. Excuse me. Charles, safe to say this is a big one. This is a team that has overachieved and beaten two really good teams here at home. Now you have a team who's finally lower than you in the standings. You have to take advantage of it, right?
Yes, you do. You play two top teams that have been very good on the season. Now you have to take advantage of the lower seed, and you have to show them that you're the bigger team and you're the better team.
Absolutely. I think the good teams beat who they're supposed to be, you know, and I think Columbus has a chance to make that statement, make that emphatic statement here tonight.
Number 18, forward, Carter, Bird. Columbus United is proud to include
Our ceremonial first kick done there, celebrating soccer dads here in the Fountain City. Big cause as we enter this Father's Day weekend.
Congrats to Novus on that exciting partnership. Novus decision, CEO,
As far as starting lineups for those watching at home, a few changes to tell you about. Jonah Kanagwa, someone that's been a staple here in this Columbus midfield, taking a seat here tonight. Jordy Santana impressing in his limited minutes coming off the bench in the previous game. He'll get that start in that holding midfield role. We're off now, Columbus United. Big opportunity to move up in the standings here tonight. Let's see how they respond. Charles, you've been up here watching both of these first two home games, as have I. Who have been maybe some standout players to you? You know, maybe you may not know their names, maybe numbers.
Joey Kanagwa has been very impressive to me.
Yes.
He moves the ball very well, and he finds the space when he needs to. I also think that Alfie Rule has been very important, especially in that last home game where he made a lot of saves, some really good saves too.
Yes, one thing we did mention was, yes, they did pick up 2 home wins. They picked up 2 home wins that came in clean sheets as well. That's a credit to the goalkeeper and his performance and his leadership back there. You know, we may not hear from up here. That's a loud man right there. I'm telling you right now, just getting to be around the team during practice. So, very important player, and they're going to need him here tonight. I had mentioned to you earlier, these two teams have met once before this season. About a month ago or so, that game ended 3-3. Columbus going to need to tighten up that defense here tonight, but you know, we don't mind 3 more goals here tonight from the boys in red. So
yeah, and it might be the factor that they may have been struggling away instead of being home.
Absolutely, that leads me to my next point. This team, 2 wins on the season, both coming at home. What do you think it is that just allows them to thrive here at home?
I think the fans are something that definitely is accounted of that.
Yep.
And I think that they have been loud and have made their point and made opposing teams stay on their feet.
Absolutely. Here's Cotto cutting inside. That looked to be a handball there. Referee's not going to give it.
As we've seen from these past 2 games, the referees has been very stern.
Yep.
And has been very, how can I say it? Very
interesting.
Very with his calls.
Yes. I hear you, man. I hear you. A few calls that I'm expecting up here that we just don't see on the pitch. Just like that one there, collision on the field, no call by the referee. Migan on the field, slow to get up. Here's Carter. Cotta looking for Carter Berg on the cross there. That's going to be our first corner kick of the game.
That was a good clearance from New Orleans there, and I think he did exactly what he needed to do.
Absolutely, just get it out of harm's way. Short corner taken quickly here. Cotta on the cross. Looking far post there, nobody there for him. New Orleans going to keep that in play. Looking to push up field. That's going to be stopped in his tracks by Carter Berg there.
That was a little bit powerful and a little bit too high, but if he had that a little bit lower and a little less power, it would have been perfect.
Yes. Believe a high cleat called there by the referee on Rafa. So Charles, I don't know if maybe you've also seen this same thing that I have. I think that Columbus has two excellent wingers. I think Rafa Kawata here on the right and Chavi Kato on the left. Just both very skilled with the ball on their feet, both very quick, great at passing the ball. What have you seen from those two specifically?
I mean, when we build out of the back, they look very impressive to find the spaces of the midfield and to make the runs back and to find the space on the sides to cross the ball in.
Oh yeah, they track back. You know, they're not only doing it, you know, pushing up field, they're also tracking back and helping out defensively. Speaking of, here they are with this high press. New Orleans trying to break it. Good ball there. They're in on goal.
And
Bruno with the ball back to the keeper. That was dangerous there. Will be a corner kick for New Orleans here. Bit of a wake-up call for that Columbus defense. That was a good ball played in there. New Orleans midfielder Ricardo Gomez here on the corner kick. Columbus playing from behind during their first matchup in New Orleans. Will want to get on the board first this time around. Here's Gomez on the corner kick. Connects there, but into the gloves of Alfie Rule.
there's Alfie Rule stepping up once again.
Always, it's a safe pair of hands there. One thing I also like about Rule is his distribution. He's very good with the ball on his feet. He sometimes creates attacks doing just that, what we're seeing now, looking upfield and letting it fly.
He's very smart with the ball at his feet.
Very smart. Good ball played into Berg. Good turn. Berg playing it back post. Faustacano.
Oh.
Good attack there by Columbus and a better save there by the New Orleans keeper, Juan Pablo Chavez. Great save there.
That's 2 corners for Columbus on the night.
We have 2 corners so far. That's the best chance of the night. Only 6 minutes in. Great job creating something out of nothing there from Berg. Will be Skirsch on the corner kick. Near post. That looked to be a handball again.
As we talked about earlier with the referees, some very interesting calls. It looked like a handball, but he didn't see it.
Looked to be one there once again.
Good ball from
Referee
Alfie
must have
Rule.
missed it. Good ball there. Into the hands of the keeper. Columbus looking dangerous early on. Here comes New Orleans looking to create something of their own. You're one-on-one with Damian Dominguez 9 times out of 10. You're not winning that matchup. Solid as a rock all season so far for this Columbus United squad.
Crossbar challenge presented by Snowden. Stop by the Columbus United pop-up shop to register. Winner of the crossbar
Our
challenge
4th
wins
corner of the game in total, 2 for each side now.
sandwich for the rest of the inaugural NTSLC.
Back and forth we go. Here comes the corner kick in. Play near post. Head on. New Orleans able to get a head on it. That's last touch by a Columbus defender. Another corner kick here for the Jesters. Ricardo Gomez on the corner kick this time around.
sent
That one
in.
lifted in the middle.
And this
Good
could be a
cross
counter.
there. Great chance for a counter. Here's Mo Tucker. Mo Tucker looking for support.
Orleans
Into
tracking
Kawada.
back.
Kawada back to Tucker. Look at
Great
that
ball.
speed. Tucker with
And
a
he
chance.
Oh,
Another great opportunity there for Columbus United, and another great save by Juan Pablo Chavez, the New Orleans keeper. How about that speed by Tucker there? Wow. He's been doing that all season, making those overlapping runs on the left-hand side, the left back.
that's the fast build-up that I was talking about earlier.
Oh, yeah.
And it worked there. Just
You-
couldn't get the finish off.
Yeah, you see how quickly this Columbus team can go from defense to offense just like that. As we see the sun peeking out now, let's talk about the conditions for the game itself today. Hot day, right?
Very hot.
Hot day, and those players out there are going to need to stay hydrated this one. I think we're looking at about 93 degrees here at kickoff, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays a factor.
Ball played.
Good
to the
ball.
outside.
Good ball switched over to Cotto. Cotto likes to dance. He's going to take him baseline, just unable to connect there with Kawada. Good move there.
A little bit behind him.
Just a little bit, yes. Cleared by New Orleans. What a touch there. Sheldon Green on the ball. Finds Russell Brown. Russell Brown, that one's going to take a deflection. The paw to Kawada. Beautiful one-touch football. Kawada's in with space. Kawada drives it into Carter Berg. Carter Berg backheels it over to Cotto. Cotto gets it on his right. Another shot on target here for Columbus United. Another save for Juan Pablo Chavez.
Good one, too, that we saw right there. And that's finding the space in the middle and working it back out wide to create chances.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. This front three, they've started all three home games together, so you would imagine that chemistry is starting to come together as the time goes on. Here's DePaul. A good job by number 17, Skirsch, just seamlessly fitting into this Columbus midfield. Coming in to start his first game. Last game, he's on the ball now. Skirsch lifts his head, looking for support, finds Tucker out wide. Here's Kawada. Cleared there. DePaul with a great ball out.
Columbus United trying to find those spaces and working it out accordingly to where they can play their game.
Ooh. A little too fancy there by DePaul. New Orleans with a chance to break. Broken up there by the Columbus United defense and into the feet of Artie Rule. He's going to play that out quickly to Skirsch. Skirsch in no rush to push it upfield as they look to build from the back. On back to Dominguez. Here's the paw. Columbus just strolling around the pitch now. Dominguez lifting his head, looking for support. Finds it in Migan. Here's Rafa. Good touch there in. Skirsch looking for the back heel. Skirsch in traffic there, unable to create.
Skirsch has been great this game. You can see he's willing to want the ball and he's playing it.
Playing in that center attacking mid role. Here's Kawada. Both attackers there kind of running into the same space there. But just 13 minutes in now, and a few chances for Columbus to get the ball in the feet of their key attackers with space. It's a good sign moving forward.
Like we saw in that first home game, Columbus capitalized very early.
Yep.
Let's see if they can do that again.
As this went past Wednesday's home game against Pensacola, a low-scoring affair. They were able to steal a goal just before halftime, and that ended up being the game winner there. Have a feeling it might take more than one goal to win here tonight. Oh, good touch there by Cotto. Good first touch. Into Berg, a little heavy there. Berg going to leave that throw in for Chavi. Feinsberg there. The Skirsh. Skirsh trying to save it there. Just not on the same page. Good idea there by Berg. Trying to head him into the open space there.
First goal kick of the match.
Yep. Just a little under a quarter hour into this one. 0-0 thus far. Both teams with good chances so far. That one's going to soar out of bounds. Columbus with the throw in pretty good position here. We want to shine a spotlight here on number 5, Jordy Santana here. Came on as a late substitute in the Pensacola game on Wednesday. Really impressed with his energy, and that's earned him a starting spot here tonight. He's on the ball now. Good first touch there.
A little off there. Ball played over the top.
And while we have a moment, we want to take a moment to shout out Houston. Houston Physicians have treated athletes since Dr. Houston started the tradition 75 years ago. Our sports medicine team provides high school pre-participation exams, sideline coverage, and an emergency room at Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. For more info, go to houston.com. Back into the action we go. New Orleans with the ball in Columbus territory. Columbus always doing a good job getting bodies behind the ball here. That's Cotto chasing the ball there, and that's Cotto coming away with the ball there. Into Berg. Let's see how quickly they can counter here. Here's Kawada with space. Kawada out wide to Cotto. Cotto slowing it down here, waiting for his entourage. Skirsh looking for it there. That one's just going to be cleared by Tom Preston. New Orleans looking to get forward now. DePaul unable to stop him there. Good ball there. Sheldon Green into space.
That a tough
Push from the
challenge.
back there called on Jordy Santana. That's going to be a free kick New Orleans in a dangerous spot here, just outside the edge of the box.
In this area.
Big time. Columbus yet to concede from a set piece at home this season. Well, yet to concede in general, but we will see. We will see what Ricardo Gomez has planned here as he steps over this free kick.
4-person wall.
It won't be Gomez.
Takes it and
That one's going to be deflected off the wall. Juan Pablo Gomez there on the strike.
corner kick number 4 for New Orleans.
Making Columbus defend here tonight. I don't think, surprisingly, I don't think we saw much of that from Pensacola on Wednesday. New Orleans very much taking that initiative here and pushing forward early on. Here's Gomez on the corner kick. Lines back
Over
post.
and first goal kick for Columbus.
That was going to be side netting there.
20 minutes in and only 2 goal kicks from this match.
That was New Orleans midfielder Russell Brown there, free at the back post. That one just hitting side netting there. Another great chance for the Jesters. That first goal always seems to just be the most important one. Charles, as a player yourself, when you're on the pitch and your team concedes that first goal, what's that mentality like?
Well, now you're chasing the game and you have to find your footing. You have to make sure that the chances that you get, you take them and you take them with all your strength. You have to make sure that you finish and finish strong.
And when the opposite occurs and your team goes up early on or takes that 1-0 lead, how does that shift your mindset?
Now they're chasing the game, so you have to keep control when you have the ball, and whenever they have the ball, you have to close them down and make sure that they don't get any chances.
Exactly. It would be interesting to see who takes that first opportunity here tonight. Columbus playing from the back here as we enter minute number 21 now. And what's been a very back and forth affair thus far.
Good skill move there.
Tucker always very skilled on the ball. One of my favorite players to watch here in this Columbus team. Dominguez looking for the long ball. That one's going to have a little too much on it. Chavez on the ball now. Dominguez on the header there. New Orleans going to win that midfield battle that time. Give and go there, broken up by Kawada. Mentioned the wingers coming back to help defend here. Good give and go there.
Columbus wins it back.
The paw there on the tackle. Kawada thinks better of it there and plays it back. Taking their time here. Another question for you here, Charles, as a midfield player yourself. Tell me about just the importance of that communication and the relationship that you have with your other midfield partners.
You have to make sure that you're not in the same space, and that can sometimes be hard because if one team closes down a side of the field, you have to communicate and talk with your teammates to where you have to distribute the ball.
Absolutely. I think Columbus doing a good job of that here thus far during their 2 home games, and once again doing it here tonight.
See again, Alfie Rule, making his voice heard.
As he's prone to do. You know, he always loves to lift the head up a little bit and see if anyone's making that long run. The sun hiding behind the cloud now. Little shade here.
Could be good for the players.
Could be good for the players as we enter minute 24. Berg, good touch there. Megon's not going to get there, though. Good idea there by Berg.
Still throwing for Columbus, though.
Yes, here in a dangerous position by the corner flag. Good touch there by Kawada. Megon's going to keep it in play. Here's Kawada. Oh, with the Meg. Just unable to get that final touch on it there. Kawada showing off a bit of that Brazilian flair there.
Now New Orleans is on the counter.
Orleans on the counter there. Unable to win that one there. All played in. Alfie Rule quick to rush out of his net. Loves doing that.
Still only 1 goal kick for both sides, 2 corner kicks for Columbus, and 4 for New Orleans.
Pretty even across the board, I'd say, for both teams. Not really one team dominating the other so far as we continue to go back and forth. Just a little over halfway through this first half. What on the turn. A little behind Cotto there, but he's able to salvage it. Good ball played out wide by Skirch to Tucker. Tucker lifts his head up, plays it in. Was looking for Berg there.
New Orleans did exactly what they needed to do right there.
Perfect job there. Cotto on the shot.
Oh. It's the top of the, not the soccer goalpost, but football.
The football goal post. So, off the post, right? A little bit. Kind of, sort of. But that just goes to show you, man, Xavi Cotto is a dangerous player, man. Love watching him work on that left-hand side. Both of these wingers really great on the ball, and just they love taking their man on. Very entertaining to watch. Good 1-2 attempted there by Skirch and Cotto. New Orleans are going to come away with it with a chance to break here on this right-hand side. Good job holding the play down there by DePaul.
It's been a very physical game so far.
Very much so, very much so. Not too many fouls called, but we see that physical play playing a part here in this first half.
See New Orleans just trying to keep possession here.
They need a bit of that. It feels like they've been chasing the ball here for a good majority, a good chunk of this first half. Doing a good job of it here. Here's Roberto Rangel. He's playing it back, no rush. Looking for some kind of crease here in this Columbus defense, which it's fair to say no visiting team has been able to do thus far. Columbus conceding 0 goals here at Kinnett.
Ball played all the way back.
All the way back. New Orleans being patient with it.
Moving the ball very well.
The through ball attempted there. Columbus there to break up play every single time.
Their defense has definitely been on point there.
Bad ball there by DePaul. Sheldon Green, 2 defenders on him, thinks better of it.
On this side of the field, they haven't got much New Orleans.
Not much at all.
Like you said earlier, they're being patient with it.
Very much so. Columbus appealing for an offsides there. They're not going to get it. Now
Well played.
DePaul playing it all the way back to goalkeeper Alfie Roll. Well, if you're just joining us, we're about 30 minutes, half an hour into this ball game. 0-0 so far, with both teams having great opportunities to score. Joined here once again by my friend Charles. Charles, can we get an update on that stat check?
Right now we have New Orleans with 4 corner kicks, Columbus with 2, and even on goal kicks at 1.
Even on goal kicks at 1, kind of just emphasizing both teams just really having their chances there. Goalkeepers on both sides making great saves. The New Orleans keeper doing a good job keeping Columbus scoreless thus far.
Ball for Columbus.
Berg looking for that 1-2, not there. Long ball looking for the counter attack. Here's Juan Pablo Gomez. Gomez unable to beat Bruno Garcia there. Captain solid as a rock there.
Once again, Alfie Rule distributing the ball very well.
Absolutely, that's how Columbus is able to get back on the attack so quickly. Here's Kawada. Kawada, beautiful feet work there.
Foul.
Foul given there by the referee after being held up there.
I think that's the first foul for Columbus.
Yeah, no, a few calls that maybe we up here in the booth may have thought should have been called, but yeah, first foul call there for Columbus. A very physical game, although the low foul count thus far. And I think that's the way we like it, right?
I think it's 1 foul for both teams now.
Yep. As we are just now over half an hour here, we talked about it earlier. We wonder how these hot conditions, these humid conditions would affect maybe player performance here tonight, especially coming off a Wednesday night game. Players looking a little tired out there. I don't know about you.
I don't know if we have any word about maybe a water break, but haven't seen that yet.
Nothing yet. We have had that previously here. That was going to go out of play there.
Yeah, the boys looking a little bit tired out there.
Just a little bit. A lot of walking going on. But you can't blame them. You cannot blame them. It is, I think at last check, it was about 92 degrees. So hot one here in the Fountain City. But the men in red looking to prevail here.
And
It looked like
and offsides.
It looked like the referee was initially going to put his flag up, hesitated, then ended up putting it up anyway.
New Orleans player on the other side with disapproval of that call.
Disapproval of the call, very much so. But we saw the attack go through anyway. And guess who was there to stop that shot? Alfie Rule once again on the one-on-one stop.
Very big in these home games. Alfie Rule has.
He's showing up in these big games in front of the home crowd. As we approach halftime, I think it's appropriate to announce this Columbus United Soccer Dad Crossbar Challenge presented by Synovus coming up here during our halftime intermission. Should be an exciting one, right?
Yeah, I think so. We can see what those soccer dads have got.
Should be interesting to see and entertaining.
Talked about the crowd earlier. You can hear them whenever we get the ball. As we see here, there's a foul for New Orleans. But whenever we have the ball, they're stepping up and getting their voices heard, but not so much whenever New Orleans has the ball.
As you would expect from the home crowd there. The home crowd also having to deal with these hot conditions, so they're fighting through it just as much as the players here.
Wait, 2 fouls.
So we love showing love to our sponsor here, Synovus, tonight. We were here on Wednesday for Ted Lasso night, Soccer Dad night here tonight. And what do we have here? We have red and yellow cards presented by Synovus. These are pretty cool, right?
Yep.
Have fun with these here, especially I know the fans will when they see a potentially controversial call on the pitch. Expect to see these, fly up every now and then. But so we want to give a big thank you to Synovus for sponsoring tonight's match.
New Orleans taking their chance here.
Sheldon Green pushing upfield. Good cut inside there, brought down. Foul given there.
That's a yellow
And
card.
that's going to be that yellow. We were just talking about it. Presented by Synovus. Boom, yellow card right there.
You can hear the fans booing the referee. And that's the thing that we hear with the fans. They can make their voices heard.
Oh, yeah.
And as we were talking about a few minutes ago, the referee can be very strict.
Very
and we
strict.
can see that here.
Very strict there. And, the home fans will always show their disapproval for it. But New Orleans with a great chance here. After a great job driving and attacking there by Sheldon Green.
Third
Third
set
set
piece
piece now for New Orleans, yes, as you were just about to say. And we'll see what they can do this time around. Tom Preston and Ricardo Gomez both on top of the ball. Preston taking the last one.
First yellow in the
Gomez
match.
taking this one. That one's going to be right into the hands of Alfie Rule.
Like we were talking about earlier, Alfie Rule is just a very big player from this Columbus United team. And he just is there when the Columbus United team needs him. He's keeping the score down. As you said, whenever we were in New Orleans, Columbus United, it was a 3-3 game and 3 goals went through. But right now, Alfie Rule's looking very solid. As we can see here, he steps up to about the 20.
Two clean sheets in his last 2 starts for this club. And once again, I'm looking for the player perspective here again. Whenever you're on the pitch and you know that you can rely on your keeper, you have a solid set of hands back there defending your net, what kind of confidence does that give you as a player and as a team?
As a player, that helps you rely on your defense a tad bit more because you know that goalkeeper will be there for you for the big saves and the big moments.
And we've seen that. We've seen that from Rule. Yes, there have been clean sheets, but not because the other team hasn't had chances. He's made some big saves for this team.
Ball played over the top. Not one there by Columbus.
Here we go, Kawada on the ball. Skirsh looking for that overlapping run from Migon here.
Playing on the wings once again, like I said earlier. The men in red definitely making their voices heard. They're communicating a lot here. It's one thing as a player you really need.
Almost connected there on a long ball to Kato. I think that's one thing you need to look out for this Columbus United defense as well. You know, passing around the bag, you know, slow build up. One long ball over the top, catch you sleeping, and boom, you're down 1-0 in the blink of an eye. So I think keeping composed and keeping that focus will be key. Here's Tucker pushing upfield. Good move there. Unable to connect with Rafa.
Sun starting to break through the clouds.
Just peeking in now. Not quite time for that sunset. Maybe during that second half. Here's Gomez on the ball.
Working it out through the back, New Orleans.
That the paw going down. Good job winning that by Kato. And here's Skirsh on the overlapping pass to Kawada. Kawada pushed off the ball. Foul given there by the official to the dismay.
That's questionable.
To the dismay of Sheldon Green there for New Orleans.
And that's 2 fouls for Columbus. Well, given to Columbus.
Kawada back on his feet now.
Yellow
And
card.
a yellow card given to Sheldon Green.
Yellow card for both of these teams. And you can hear the fans.
Oh, they love that one. Go ahead and lift that yellow card up. There it is, presented by Synovus. Yellow card into the books he goes. Columbus with the chance to play a set ball over the top, maybe to find Carter Berg in space, find him in the box.
You see the captain of the Jesters not in approval of that. And he's speaking to the referee.
Oh yeah, Ricardo Gomez, captain of New Orleans, letting him know.
Referee telling him to back up now.
Go.
2 fouls for Columbus. Well, not for Columbus, but given to Columbus.
DePaul plays it short. Santana.
See New Orleans starting to press a little bit more.
New Orleans doing a good job holding their shape here. Good move there by Tucker.
And
He's going to win Columbus a corner kick.
only 3rd corner kick of the game for Columbus, 4 for New Orleans.
We'll see if third time is indeed the charm. Skirsh on his way over to that corner flag to put this ball in here.
1 goal kick for Columbus and 2 for New Orleans. Just a little bit of update there.
There it is. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Here's the ball in. Feinsberg there. It's going to take a deflection and be kicked out of the box there. Excuse me. Out wide. Kawada lifting his head. Good ball there. Switching the play. Skirsh with the touch. Out to Garcia. That handball is going to be called there.
So earlier in the match, maybe 5 minutes in, Columbus was complaining for handballs, but this one is against Columbus now.
Yeah, potential handball in the box, in the New Orleans box that was not given.
That's
Will be interesting to look back on that, depending on how this one plays out.
technically a foul, so it's 4 fouls given to New Orleans.
Good job winning the ball there by Santana. Into minute 43 now. We're approaching halftime. No word yet on stoppage time. We will bring that to you as soon as we get word. New Orleans looking to play a heartbreaker here at the end of this first half. Here's Sheldon Green to Rangel. Deflected and out. Berg doing a good job trying to hold up play there. Rangel's going to come away with it. Good ball out wide to Megan. Megan looking for that open space there. Have to say, a very impressive defensive performance from both sides thus far. Both teams doing a great job holding shape, not allowing any open runs into open space, and it's been a very tight first half so far. Good ball out wide to Cotto. Oh, just broken up there last minute. Great opportunity there for Columbus.
This could be a break.
Could be one we saw on Wednesday. Very similar first half here against Pensacola. Columbus able to steal that goal just before halftime. Maybe hoping to duplicate that today, or will it be the opposite?
Oh, Alfie
Great
Rule.
save there by Alfie Rule. Wow.
Alfie Rule has been on point today.
What a save there. Having to dive to low to his right there to stop that one. Not only stop it, but keep it out and keep it out of harm's way. What a save there by the native from South London.
I don't know. I feel like we're giving them a little bit too much chances, as now they've hit 5 corner kicks.
5 corner kicks now. Alfie Rule with a busy first half. What a save there. Corner kick in, and that was uncontested header there. Miscommunication on that Columbus back line, and New Orleans is going to go into halftime with a lead.
Like I said a few minutes ago, communication is key. We have to keep that communication up.
Very much the key, and you see some of the reaction here from the Columbus players. Hands on head now. Just a frustrating goal to give up right before halftime. Nobody on the New Orleans player there. I believe that was Sheldon Green who headed that one in.
And that's the first ever goal Columbus this season has given up at home.
First goal conceded by Columbus here at Kinnett Stadium. Great job pointing that one out. Yeah, and it comes at a terrible time too, just before halftime. We saw the opposite on Wednesday, so it'll be interesting to see how Columbus responds to that one. But just a terrible goal to give up right before halftime.
Now you have to chase the game. If you're a Columbus player, you have to know that this is a key game, like I said in pregame, and this is a game that you have to win. So we're chasing now, and you have to figure a goal.
Yes, would be a very disappointing loss to concede here tonight. If you're goalkeeper Alfie Rule, you're feeling a bit disappointed after a strong first half, an unmarked New Orleans player there to just put that one by you, ruining your clean sheet streak and potentially ruining your winning streak here if you're a Columbus United player.
And I don't think that Alfie Rule should put that so much down on himself, because he's been so great these past games and this game.
Very strong performances from him back to back, but just a lapse there in focus, and you see what happens. It only takes a second, and all of a sudden the energy here at Kinnett Stadium has flipped on its head. Still a long way to go though. This Columbus team has shown resilience before. They've played from behind against this same New Orleans team, coming back to tie it 3-3 in a last-second thriller down in New Orleans, excuse me. We'll need more of that magic here tonight.
Looking to get a goal right before half, and
Burke
there it
steals
is.
it. Looking to play that into a dangerous spot there. We're being told 2 minutes of added time here, so we're approaching the final few seconds of this first half. Santana looking for help there.
They really need everyone in the box just to get it up there and find, hopefully, a goal.
Tucker looking for something.
And
DePaul trying to switch the play there. That's going to be way over the head, and that's how we're going to end this first half.
that's halftime.
In what was otherwise a strong first half performance from Columbus United, a lapse in focus there in the 45th minute. Sees an uncontested corner kick header put in by Sheldon Green for New Orleans, and the Jesters will take a 1-0 lead into halftime.
It definitely wasn't a bad half from Columbus. And I think that if they just test the goalkeeper a little bit more, I think that we can find our feet.
That's going to do it for first half action here. We'll be back here in about 15 minutes or so for your second half action.
Anyone participating in the crossbar challenge, please move to the field.
If you're wondering about the game in Atlanta, oh, and this is a prize. Atlanta just got back a goal, Daniel Rios. But it was 1-0, but now 1-1 against Houston, a goal for Franco Escobar in the 5th minute. And all around the league, it looks like draws and a few just 1 to 2 wins for teams, but mostly draws. The big game is Messi's team, Miami, is down to Philadelphia. But also, speaking on the soccer note, we also have the Euros that we've been following through this week, and we've seen that Germany beat Scotland yesterday. It was 5-1. Now today we're speaking. Switzerland was a 3-1 to Switzerland against Hungary. Spain won against Croatia 3-0 with the 16-year-old Lamine Yamal, the youngest ever youngest player to ever play in the Euros. Lamine Yamal is someone to watch for in the future, and Italy just pulled out a win 2-1 against Albania, with Albania scoring 20 seconds into the game. And it was a tight game. I was watching that one, and it was a heavy game for Albania. They tested Donnarumma a lot, but that was just a few updates. And I think that it's going to be France winning the whole tournament, but that's all I have to, that's it.
A great start to the Euros there. I've been doing a pretty solid job tracking it and following myself.
I feel like Columbus has played a great game, but they just haven't had a lot of chances to test the goalkeeper, which they really, really need to do. And we're starting the crossbar challenge now. Not a close one there.
Charles, we've been looking forward to this one since we saw it on the pregame notes. This one should be entertaining. Let's see. Let's go ahead and give some play-by-play commentary here over these attempts.
Next stat up. No shoes on.
No shoes on. Interesting decision there.
You have to get really under that ball as a player, and you have to use
Good,
power.
good attempt
but,
there. Hey, not a bad attempt there. Not a bad attempt there.
You kind of have to get under that ball whenever you're doing this. As a player, you're not really hoping to hit the post, but in the crossbar challenge, I guess you want to, but you kind of have to hit a little bit of a lob if you want to hit it.
Oh yeah, pretty close there.
Next dad up. See what he can do.
Black tank top with the backwards hat.
He dances kind of weird. He toes it.
Toes it into the bottom right corner there. Not exactly what you're aiming for in this specific challenge, but respect the energy. Next up, we got white t-shirt and white hat. Nice combination there.
Nice little run up, hopefully. He has a great stance.
Good stance.
And
it's gonna be
he
flat
needs to get
there.
under it. It was a little bit off.
He knows it. He knows it.
He
You see the
knows it.
reaction.
Next up.
Next up, we got red sleeves. Also electing to go barefoot.
If you're just now tuning in, it is 1-0, the New Orleans Jesters. And it's been a great game from both sides. I think that Columbus has been the better team, just unlucky corner kick.
Good attempt there. That was off the crossbar. Off the top bar and down.
You can see his kids celebrating with them, and that was pinpoint. He did everything that he needed to do. He got onto it.
Beautiful technique. Beautifully hit. Red sleeves dad on the scoreboard.
Next dad up. Black hat. A white t-shirt.
Oh, black hat, white shirt. Let's see what he's looking like. Oh, that one might need to tweak the form just a bit on that one.
That was not the greatest.
Not the greatest, but you need a little more lift on that one, just a little more.
Electing to go barefoot.
That seems to be the trend here. Here we go, baby blue going up.
Let's see.
Coming up for his attempt.
And the dad does not get it.
Oh,
He kind of hit it with a little bit of his instep, but you know, if you're really aiming for accuracy, that's what you get. Next up, it looks like he's wearing the old USA jersey.
I was thinking that as well. I think that's an old school USA jersey. He gets under that well.
It's a great hit right there.
Very close. Good technique there. And you know, for some soccer dads who maybe never got to play or just haven't played in a while, you know, a lot of them tend to shoot with their toes, right? But they don't understand that there's a technique that comes with hitting it with the inside of your foot.
That was a good one there. That last one and the red sleeves dad. They both got under it, and the police officer does not get it. It was not the exact form that you wanted, but you know.
He gave it his best shot.
Next up, dad in a
we got an olive colored shirt.
Blue jeans. Jeans are
with
hard
the
to
jeans
kick in.
on. With the jeans on. He's got his son standing right next to him. That's what it's all about. Oh, toes it into the back of the net. Not what we're looking for here tonight, though. Good attempt there.
I don't know if they win anything, but.
Yep. And while we have a break in the action here, we want to point out Columbus United is proud to include Synovus as one of our presenting sponsors for the 2024 inaugural season. We're excited by the announcement that Golden Park here in Columbus will become Synovus Park as part of the Atlanta Braves renovations to historic Golden Park. Congrats, Synovus, on that exciting partnership. Synovus Division CEO Schondelmeyer will did the ceremonial first kick tonight, And as we mentioned so far, Columbus United undefeated here at home. And as they concede that late goal at the end of the first half, that undefeated streak here at home at risk.
And it looks like the red sleeves dad won, and it looks like he won a Red T-shirt.
Yeah, kind of shifting our focus back to that crossbar challenge. Red Sleeves Dad, the one and only to hit the crossbar with impressive technique.
And next up are the kids. This is what I've been waiting
This
for.
is what we're waiting for here.
Let's see. I think I could hit it pretty easily.
You heard my man here. He's waiting for his call up. First shot there is
that
off the
hits
side
the
cross.
post.
It's a side crossbar there. Off the woodwork there.
I think that he should have got a little bit under it, but for a kid, that was a decent kick.
Kid's looking to put on a show here.
Without his shoes on. Interesting run up, but it
Not
does
bad
not
technique
hit.
off the football, off the field goal post there.
You can see he leaned back a little bit.
Just
but
a little bit, yes. And for those of you waiting on the second half action, that one just over the bar there. We're just over 6 minutes away from second half kickoff as we bring you our halftime entertainment, tonight's crossbar challenge as we celebrate soccer dads across Columbus.
Sponsored by Synovus.
Can't forget that. Can't forget that. There we go.
And next up, and that was a poor shot, but I think that he has something else in him.
I think so. I think he knows. He'll be back. Our first female contestant of the night. Here we go. Her run up looking good. Just a little flat
bit
there.
off.
Little flat there.
Next.
Oh, here we go. She runs up. She's unable to get the power she was looking for on that one.
You can see both of the substitutes teams warming up on midfield.
Warming up here, and we've talked about how hot it is out here and just how temperatures and weather are playing a factor here tonight. Expect to see a handful of substitutes here in the second half, as we saw on Wednesday.
The coaches now walking out for Columbus United.
Will be interesting to see how head coach Brett Teach's halftime talk might have changed after conceding that late goal in that first half.
I'm sure that he motivated them and tried to convince them that we're still in this game, guys. And it's something that you need to do. You need to motivate your team whenever you're down. But also you have to be a little bit strict, because if you just give them a light motivation talk, it might be not enough to get this team going.
I think you need just the right amount to really just awaken your team. I think it's a frustrating goal to concede just before halftime.
Whoa, and he hits the crossbar.
Just on cue there. Great shot there.
But
I believe that's a Chelsea kid. I don't know.
But as you were saying, unlucky goal to concede there. Some of the players walking out now. Alfie Rule has been very big in this game. You can see him walking out.
Probably, you would imagine, voicing just a bit of frustration in that dressing room. But you have to put that behind you now. You have to really just go chase the game, like you said. Got to chase the game. Got to bring that high press. Something that they're not used to. Both of these home games that we've been here for, they've had a lead at halftime. So you think about what their halftime talk is hold the lead. A defensive tactics implemented at halftime. Now they got to go get it. They got to go score one, ideally two. You really want 3 points here tonight to really put yourself in one of those playoff spots.
You can see much more the Columbus United team walking out now as we are wrapping up with the kids division and adults that want to hit the crossbar.
So we have 2 winners so far. We have Red Sleeves Dad, and we have
the kid in the Chelsea shirt, we believe.
Kid in the Chelsea kit, I believe, but we'll just call it a light blue kit.
We've seen 2 kits here. 3 kits. We have a Newcastle, an old U.S. men's national team kit, and we believe, which is the Chelsea kit. He wins.
So Charles, as I've seen you here now 3 times now, it seems like you come in with a different football kit every single time. Talk to me about what your jersey collection is looking like.
I have a lot of jerseys coming from Europe to my lower divisions of going to Barcelona camps. Also from different leagues in England and Spain, Not a Germany yet, but looking to get that German one coming up very soon. Trying to build up on my Italian collection also. I'm hoping to get the AC Milan kit, and I'm a big Manchester United fan and Barcelona fan, but I also have a Real Madrid kit that I just think was very sweet, and I think that it looked very nice.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I got it, and that's when Benzema got his Ballon d'Or, so I had to get it.
So you have a Benzema kit.
Yep.
Okay. It sounds like you have a good amount of kits in the closet.
But the most I have is definitely Atlanta.
United through social media. We're active on Facebook, Instagram, and X. You know, formerly known as Twitter. Join Columbus United in the locker room on road trips. Be the first
And for
to
those
know about
of you
promotions
wondering,
United
our next home game, Saturday, June 22nd, which is Military Appreciation Night presented by Pepsi. Plan to join us as we celebrate military from Fort Moore and retired military. We appreciate everything you do for our community and country. Active and retired military get a free ticket to the match, courtesy of Pepsi, by using promo code UNITEFORTROOPS for a free ticket to the match. Tickets are on sale now at ColumbusUnitedFC.com. Both teams getting their final preparations, and now as we get ready for the second half action. Before we do that, though, I want to get back to my question now. So, we're talking about your kit collection and how that's looking. I'm interested to know what your personal top 5 is as far as, your jersey collection. What are your 5 favorite ones that you own?
My favorite one has got to be my Messi Argentina 2020 World Cup kit. My second favorite has got to be probably my Manchester United kit. Third favorite, Barcelona. And then the last 2 are any Atlanta United kit.
Atlanta United kit. So you have one on now, right?
Yes, I do.
So what is this one? Break this one down for the fans.
This is just a normal away kit for this season that Atlanta United wears on different occasions. Tonight they're wearing it at home, but usually they wear it away.
So you have a lot of Atlanta United gear. So is that your favorite MLS team?
Yes, it is. I've been supporting them since 2019-18 now, and they were founded in 2017,
Yes.
so decent while.
You've been to a good amount of games as well?
I've been to tons of games. Have lots of signatures and a signed towel from one of the former players, Julian Gressel.
Okay. Do you have maybe a favorite player that's played for Atlanta?
My favorite player's got to be Joseph Martinez.
Joseph Martinez.
He had 111 goals for Atlanta, and he has won the MVP in 2018, and he's a very strong and typical striker that you would see. And I think that he should be in Europe now, but right now he's in Montreal.
I think he's very much become content staying here, playing in the MLS, but the Venezuelan footballer, he's big time. You've seen him play. He's a great player. And, that just goes to show, man, you never know where you'll find talent. They can be from all over the country. Which, we see here in front of us. We have players from all over the world here, playing here at Columbus United. And we see them here getting together for their pre-second half huddle now. Will be interesting to see what kind of intensity they bring to the second half as they chase a 1-0 deficit here.
They really have to challenge the New Orleans goalkeeper here.
Yeah.
Haven't really challenged him that much, but
It had
looking to see.
it had been a good amount of time since they put a shot on target, so they'll need to string together a few passes and
Last shot that we
create something from
saw.
open play.
Last shot that we saw hit the top of the field goal post, not soccer goal post.
Not quite the post we're looking for here
Forward.
tonight, but yes. We're just about ready for second half action now. Carter Berg waiting to receive the pass. Skirsh on the ball here. Waiting on the official's whistle to get us going. No substitutes. I was about to say no substitutions to tell you about here. As we enter second half play, here we go. Here we go. Columbus United trailing at half for the first time during this home stretch.
First goal conceded home.
First goal conceded at home here. How will they respond? Normally doing a very good job of holding a lead. How about chasing one?
It would be nice if we could get an early goal, maybe 5 minutes into the game. Make New Orleans get on their heels and make sure that we can put them a little bit down and push their form a little bit down.
Yes.
Goal kick number 3 for New Orleans.
Early on here. Just getting started here in our second half. New Orleans holding a 1-0 lead after a late first half goal.
Been a pretty evened out game here with all the stats. And it might not show by the score, but both these teams have been on top of the style of play that they want to work through.
Yes, very much so. Very much so. And we talked about that sun may be going away for the second half, and that seems to be the case now as it's fully gone now, hiding behind this massive cloud overlooking Kinnett Stadium.
Looks like New Orleans might be making a sub here. We don't know, can't clarify that. Throw in for Columbus United here.
Yeah, we see that this New Orleans substitute here kind of just up and about, but not really looking like he's warming up.
He's been that way the whole game, and
Yeah.
I'm surprised the ref hasn't told him to really sit down because he's been up and talking to the coach.
Seems to be filling out some kind of paperwork. We'll give you an update on that if there is one that comes from it. But shifting our attention back to the task at hand here. How will Columbus break through this New Orleans defense?
Solid defense there, but given back away. One back from Columbus, though.
Here's Cotto, Berg on the left-hand side.
We see the sub that was standing up is now back on the bench, so
Back
it
on
does
the
not
bench
look like
now.
New Orleans will be making that sub.
No
we're talking
substitutes
about.
for the time being. We're talking about Columbus chasing this game, but the last thing you want to do is concede that second goal, where now you're really in a hole.
Tough.
Late tackle there by Berg.
Tough.
Berg
really
pleading his
getting up
case.
there.
Pleading his case there.
But you really don't want to do that in a game. As a player, that is something that you don't want to make the ref upset. That's how you get your emotions running and start thinking the way that you shouldn't be.
Oh, yeah.
Four fouls given to New Orleans. 5 fouls now given to New Orleans and 2 for Columbus.
That physicality picking up here as we enter our second half action.
Oh, no. I don't know how I feel about that. But foul given to New Orleans. That'll be number 6 given to them.
And fans, we want to remind you, as that ball's played upfield, fans, stay connected to Columbus United through social media. We're active on Facebook, Instagram, and X, formerly known as Twitter. Join Columbus United in the locker room on road trips and be the first to know about promotions and Columbus United events.
Hitting the 50th minute here in the second half.
It's 5 minutes into second half action. Kawada switching that play over to Cotto.
If you can find teams on their heels,
Good
that's a
turn
great
there.
thing. But
Good turn there. Nobody there.
Lucky. Cross
Rafa
back in.
Back in.
Aw.
Cleared.
playing it back.
The pass out to Tucker. Berg, good ball in there. Broken up quickly.
We get a good cross in here.
Cotto looking to make something happen.
Good cross. Great from the New Orleans defender. He did exactly what he needed to do.
Good
like
job.
They've been doing all the time.
Yes.
4 corner kicks only for this game for Columbus and 5 for New Orleans.
Oh, yeah. Good job winning a corner kick there. It's played quickly. Tucker on the cross. That one's up in the air. Goalkeeper's just going to punch that one out, and they're going to give a foul there.
I don't know. This is the 7th foul given to New Orleans. Been a very physical game, but the ref hasn't really called any for Columbus. And we saw earlier in the match, they were pleading for handballs.
Berg back pleading his case to the referee once again. Interesting to see how that plays out. And you mentioned the high foul count that Columbus has been called for. Expect that number to go up as they continue to aggressively pursue the ball and, pursue this game.
But one thing about chasing the game, you want the clock to not die down. So you don't really want to foul, but if they're in a situation where they're going to score, you want to foul.
Yeah. With the chance here, New Orleans
looking sharp out of the dressing room. Two balls straight into
Skirsch there.
Couldn't control it.
Ball played in.
Header.
Once again connects there.
Second goal kick for Columbus, 3 for New Orleans.
And that kind of just goes back to something I touched on in the Pensacola game on Wednesday. A lot of these teams in this league have some very big strikers, man. Very great aerial threats, great aerial targets. Columbus, although strong, a little small on the back line, so we'll be open to conceding goals from headers and crosses as they managed to do in the first half. So we'll need to pass that up and make sure they're sticking to their men on crosses.
As you're talking about the defense,
There's
Alfie
Kawada.
Rule has been there.
Oh,
Unlucky.
unlucky there.
But like I was saying, whenever you're talking about the defense, the first player that you think that comes to mind is, and as me also, is probably Alfie Rule.
Yep.
He's been outstanding these past few games. The goalkeeper burning time here.
We're going to expect to see a lot of that this second half as New Orleans hopes to come into Kinnett Stadium and walk away with 3 points, a massive 3 points for them to get them back into the title, into the playoff race. Would be a big hit for Columbus after 2 strong victories against the two of the best teams in the league.
Should be winning these games with teams being below you in the standings. Like you said at pregame,
Yep.
If you're going to be the higher seed, you should be winning this game. But like I've said so many times, it's really just not been a bad game from Columbus, just an unlucky corner.
Oh, yeah, and as a player yourself, you know how unpredictable this game can be. Good ball there.
And ball crossed in. Both goalkeepers been on point today.
Absolutely no rush getting this ball out.
Ball one back by Columbus. Can they make something of this?
Skirsch into Berg to Kawada. Kawada, great feet work there. Too much traffic there.
Ball played out.
And a good touch there by New Orleans.
All the way across the switch.
Good job trying to switch the play there.
Goes
That
over
was so
the head.
successfully. Here's Sheldon Green, the first half goal scorer. Lays it off edge of the box. Great save there by Alfie Rule.
Alfie Rule once again coming up in those big moments. This defense has to close down.
Coming up big, uncontested, wide open space at the edge of the box for an open shot there. Great job by Alfie Rule getting low once again to prevent this game from being 2-0.
See the players talking, but in the defense hasn't been as much as you see in the midfield and the attack. It looks like they don't have the chemistry when they're down. We can see here, and this is the first time that we've seen this at home.
Very much uncharted territory for them. Berg played off the ball there. No foul given by the referee. New Orleans with a chance to counter.
Play the ball through.
Oh,
Alfie
just an overly hit ball there. Great chance for a 2-on-1 there for New Orleans.
Alfie Rule plays it quick.
Here's Kawada. Kawada with a good ball played out to
Looks good.
Kato.
Unlucky there.
Good job by goalkeeper Juan Pablo Chavez rushing out of his net there.
Like you said in the last game, away at New Orleans, 3-3. Coming back was Columbus. Can we maybe do that again and get the win, or a draw would even be better than a loss?
Oh, yeah. Good job breaking up the play there.
Good ball.
Good ball there by Skirsh. Here's Rafa.
Oh, unlucky. I think he had a little bit more space as a midfielder. You want to take as much space as you can get, but I would say I'd probably take 2 more touches of space and probably try to play that ball also. Just unlucky.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it from the expert himself. Kawada, typically good at setting up his attackers there. That time just getting rid of it too quickly there.
Ball cleared away.
Good job by Berg pursuing the ball there. Going back to that last matchup between these two sides that ended 3-3. Good job by Tucker winning the ball there. That one was just a very much back and forth game. New Orleans scoring first. Columbus coming back to make it 2-1. New Orleans then scoring 2 to make it 3-2. And then Columbus scoring with the last kick of the game to make it 3-3. Just an absolute thriller, that first game in New Orleans. But we know that Columbus is very much capable of that last second, or some last second drama. May come down to that here tonight.
Closing it on the 60th minute. 2 minutes away. Still no subs for either side.
Either side. And as you say that, Scarborough up off the Columbus bench, beginning his warm-up on cue. Fontenot also getting up off the bench.
From what I've seen from Fontenot, he's been a big player in moments that we need him.
Yeah, the typical substitute for Carter Berg. Probably expect to see that here again tonight. Come in and bring you some fresh legs at that number 9 position.
Good turn.
Substitutes getting ready here for New Orleans as well. Good job there by Bruno Garcia getting up for that one.
Ball played
A
in
good ball
center.
played there. But an even better job by Cotto breaking it up.
Find the middle if they can. Can't get any more.
Heavy touch there.
A lot of these players are flat-footed, and we need to be on our toes. And like I say, you gotta, as a midfielder, this team has not, as of right now, being down, they have not been moving, and you need to move.
I think it's fair to say, I think you would agree, it's fair to say that this New Orleans midfield is winning this midfield battle thus far.
And we see a foul right there.
Foul there on Evans DePaul.
Plays it quick, Columbus.
Quickly back into play, yes.
Only the 3rd foul given to Columbus. Some would say that's questionable. Good ball. Just over your head. just over his head a little bit.
And into the sand. And
Substitutes here.
we are getting
Two
our
for New
first
Orleans.
double substitution here of the night.
I don't know if they have 5 substitutes or 3 substitutes in this
I believe
league.
it's 5. I believe it's 5.
5.
We have number 20 coming on, Victor Mayring coming on,
It's like
defender for New Orleans, as well as number 23, Axel Fuentes, to bolster that midfield play.
3 subs left for New Orleans and 5 left with Columbus.
We have Tom Preston coming off.
Looks like we're going to have 4 subs now left for Columbus.
Tom Preston and Sky Sinclair coming off for New Orleans now. Some fresh legs in those key defender and midfield positions now, as New Orleans looks to hold on to this 1-0 lead.
See Carter Burt just kind of jogging around, not really running.
Gassed here tonight. Carterberg very much well known for applying that pressure and pressing high upfield. Getting a little tired here tonight on this hot evening here in Columbus, Georgia.
As we can see now, the clouds fully covering over the sun. Should be a little bit cooler for the players.
Good job navigating out of trouble there by Cotto. Here's Tucker.
Oh. I used to play defender whenever I was playing a 9v9, and that's exactly what you need to do as a defender. New Orleans has been doing that all game, and it's been pretty decent.
Yes, blocking the balls into the dangerous areas. They're putting their bodies on the line, and a good job not conceding a corner that time as well.
If you're Columbus and you're in that situation, you want to kind of get a corner, but
Good
thrown's
ball
also
played
good,
there.
but there it is. Looks like it will be a
Corner
corner.
kick for Columbus.
A little bit out. Now the sideline referee called it a corner, but the main official in the center calls it a goal kick.
Overturns it there.
It's questionable. 4
Questionable
goal
call
kicks
there,
for New Orleans, 2 for Columbus.
And here we go, that substitution we were just talking about. Carterberg out. Jose Fontenot comes in to play that striker position now. Hasn't scored on the season yet, but always brings that energy and kind of picks up where Carter leaves off as far as bringing that high intensity, that high press to this front line.
Looks like a New Orleans player is now checking in with the 4th official. That will leave them with 2 subs left for the night in the 63rd minute. I don't know. Usually you sub in the 65th and sub again in the 75th and sub again in the 80th, but looks like New Orleans is trying to get their fresh legs on quick, but that could also be a bad and effective thing with 30 minutes to go.
Playing by their own rules. Fontenot playing aggressive there, and the foul given there going the other way.
It's been a physical game. I don't know how I feel about that, because in my games at least, you can be physical like that. And if the ref is calling that in professional, then why aren't my refs calling that in youth league?
Yeah. You heard it. You heard it here first. You see the frustration kind of starting to pour out from this Columbus United team. They sense the pressure starting to build up now as we enter the 65th minute.
Not much from the fans. And we don't know what the main official's doing. Main official, I'm guessing, walking over with the substitute. Substitute from New Orleans, like I said. Only 2 subs left. 2 subs left from New Orleans. Looks like they're improving on their front line. Did 2 with the back line and now 1 with the front line. Alfie Rule on the ball, dribbling out to the 20. Now a long ball, dangerous ball, because the striker for New Orleans went to go press him, and we see him now on the ball. Ball played through onto the line. Looks like it will be out of bounds. Out of bounds.
Great job playing that off of Rafa Kawada there to keep the ball in New Orleans play. And fans, while we have a break in the action, we want a moment to thank our sponsors here. Columbus United would like to thank Houston Clinic for your incredible support. Columbus United proudly wears Houston Clinic on the front of the home and away kits. We also want to give a special thanks to all the Synovus employees and your families for joining us tonight. Tonight's match is presented by Synovus. Wherever potential leads you, get there with speed, get there with scale, get there with Synovus. Synovus, get there. And a special thank you to Pepsi and Gatorade for your support of Columbus United and sharing our vision for growing the beautiful game in Columbus. Tonight would not be possible without the support of community-minded companies, Pepsi and Gatorade.
Ball crossed in, not enough there.
Dangerous play there.
I'm not upset with the way that Columbus has played, but they just haven't challenged the keeper enough. I feel like that's one thing that you have to do.
He hasn't been forced to make a save in a long time. Here's New Orleans on the break. He's going to let that go. Skirsh needing to make a better play there.
I think that he could have shot that. He had space, he had time, and
I'm surprised the referee didn't call a foul there. Got to take advantage of that one next time.
Ref was very strict. First half, a little bit of the second half, but now he's getting a little bit lenient.
A little lenient here, yes, in the second half, as we see two more players for New Orleans taking off their warm-ups. Oh, good move there by Tucker on the nutmeg. Tucker keeps it. Tucker keeps it. Look at the feet work there by the left back.
And the counter for New Orleans.
New Orleans with a big interception
3v3.
there. You got to get the ball off your feet there if you're a New Orleans player.
Oh, he kicked him.
That
has got to be a red. Are you serious? That has got to be a red.
Referee coming over to investigate now.
Please.
We're going to see a yellow card here for 24 on New Orleans.
That has got to be a red. He was on the ground.
A bit of post-altercation. A little extra done there on the kick there.
He kicks him on the ground, ref. That has to be a red.
Only deemed worthy of a yellow card there by the official.
Officially 2 yellow cards for New Orleans, but you can see Alfie Rule with the disapproval of the decision.
The goalkeeper rushing all the way out to midfield to plead his case there. Referee not trying to hear it. Decision is final.
Like we just said, the referee has been lenient, but that is not something that you be lenient about. That is a big foul.
Potentially dangerous.
That could probably, if he hit him hard enough, that could have ended his season. The ref has got to be on point with his calls, and he has to speak to his fourth official. See, there he is now. He's going over.
Here we go. The conversation being had here.
Fourth official and side ref. See the side ref trying to talk to him with the main ref, and I think that you were watching the play, and I was watching the 2 players on the ground, and as I saw it, I was shocked. That's got to be a red. Now let's hold up the red cards that Synovus has given to us.
We have it here, right here, presented by Synovus. Red and yellow cards to the first 500 fans in attendance tonight.
Looks like Columbus is going to make a sub. That'll leave them with 3 subs left.
Interesting decision here to bring off Rafa Kawata, who's been dangerous most of the night.
Red. Referee is not giving a red.
Referee holding on to his decision there.
Let's see what he's going to do. He's walking over. You can see the disapproval of the fans. And now he's walking away.
Jeb Scarborough coming on for Rafa Kawata.
Let's see.
Referee talking to him now, yeah. Doesn't look like he's reaching for that back pocket, though.
That's got to be a red. I mean,
24 will be allowed to stay in the game.
I don't know. I believe that's their captain, but can't confirm that. See, you can still hear the disapproval of the fans.
Massive disapproval from the fans.
Alfie Rule, you can see him pointing down. He's very upset. Now, that could be something that Columbus will build off on, the anger. That's one thing that I can build off on with me being mad, as you can see there.
I hear the intensity in
It's
your voice. I hear it, the passion. It's just,
especially in games.
oh
it's
yeah.
just something that you don't like. If that was me in the game, I would have probably gone up to the ref. I know that my dad wouldn't like it, but I would have.
You're gonna go up to him on Soccer Dad Day, right?
Yep.
There's Tucker out wide.
Tucker, been nice with
Plays
his
it
footwork.
in.
And could that
Dangerous. Columbus hoping to use that controversial no card there, or no red given, to spark an equalizer here as we enter minute 72.
be all the way to Alfie Rule, bringing it out to about 15. Looks like New Orleans are going to make another sub with 2 subs left in the 70th minute. Substitute for New Orleans. Substitute not coming on. I don't know what's going on here, but and it looks like they're bringing off number 24 after that controversial call there. I think that should have been red. I think the fans think that should have been a red, and I think that he deserves a red.
Big time, yeah. Smart decision there by the New Orleans manager there. Coach getting them off the pitch there after that controversy. And we're back on camera now. All eyes on us here. Just give me your thoughts here as we enter this last quarter hour to play or so, last 15 minutes or so. What does Columbus need to do to maybe get an equalizer, maybe even go for the win here?
They need to step up. Like I say, you have to chase the game, and whenever you're chasing the game, you have to take shots, and you have to challenge the keeper. It doesn't matter where it's from. It could be 30 yards out, 20 yards out, 5 yards out. You have to take your chances, and that's what it means to chase the game.
That's what we talked about at halftime now, and as we turn our attention back onto the pitch, 73 minutes played now. Columbus United continuing to chase the match as we await some more substitutions on that bench.
Looks like New Orleans will use their last sub, I believe. Yep, it's going to be their last sub. No, second to last sub.
Yes, back up forward for New Orleans coming on here. Roberto Lagoa coming on for New Orleans.
Goal kick with and it looks like once again we see the sideline ref and the main official
not on the same page.
Not on the same page.
Once
they
again
have to figure this out. I mean, this is just something that you don't see normally, and this will be a corner for Columbus for the 5th corner of the game. Oh no. New Orleans is almost dominating and everything.
Columbus needing something. That's a big ball played in. It's going to find nobody there, but it's going to be kept in play.
Looks like Columbus will be down to 2 subs after this sub.
Good ball by Tucker.
And
good
good
touch
ball
there.
playing.
Fontenot. Oh, jersey tuck there. Penalty given to Columbus United.
That has got to be at least a yellow or a red.
There's the yellow
Thank
given
you.
there.
Thank you very much. That
Yellow
is
card presented by Synovus.
Next home game is Saturday, June 22nd.
Get that yellow card up.
Plan to join us as we celebrate those who
Yellow card there. 3rd yellow card of the game for New Orleans, correct? Presented by
Yes, it
Synovus
is.
as we turn our attention back onto the pitch. Now, massive penalty here for Xavi Cotto coming up. Chance to tie the game here in front of the fans at Kinnett Stadium.
first penalty at home. And there's 2 people on the field with a yellow card. As we know, 24 was pulled off after the controversial call of him kicking another player. This could be the goal that Columbus needs.
This is the huge, massive opportunity for Xavi Cotto coming in.
Now, if they score this is a question that the head coach has to make. Do you want to control the game and stay with the draw, or do you want to win the
Here
game?
we go. Cotto on the run up. Cotto puts in a win, bottom right
Come
corner.
on.
We have a
Goal.
tie game at Kinnett Stadium.
1-1. Goal.
Columbus United 1, New Orleans Jesters 1 as we enter this final quarter hour to play. The men in red trying to get the fans amped up, and they did just that. Big time play by Jose Fontenot, hitting the first time touch, which led to the penalty there.
Like I said, he's been great this season, but just hasn't been the best.
Hasn't been able to crack into that starting lineup yet,
yes.
but whenever he comes on, he's making plays happen. Great job there.
And that will be foul number 5. Well, foul number 10. No, foul number 4 gave into Columbus.
There you go.
But
15 minutes left to play here at Kinnett Stadium, and we're in for an entertaining 15 minutes to say the least. For those of you watching at home, get your popcorn ready. This one should be a good one.
throw in for Columbus here. Alfie Rule kicks the ball to the ball boy. Ref blowing his whistle a couple times there, telling Columbus to hurry up a little bit. But like I said, do you want to keep the tie game if you're the head coach? Or do you want to work for that win? I think that this Columbus team wants to work for the win, but here's a dangerous opportunity for New Orleans.
That one cleared, but not really cleared. New Orleans still on the ball. Ball
Well,
comes in. Oh, what a rule. What a save by Alfie Rule. Having to go top shelf for that one. What a save there.
Alfie Rule has been on point this game. Man, he's been insane.
Just add that to the crazy list of saves that we've seen from him tonight. LED board going out there. Corner comes in regardless, uncontested at the back post.
Last corner given up was a goal.
Was a goal there, not that time.
That time. That will be the 7th corner for New Orleans. The LED board back on. But another pointer back to Alfie Rule. He's just been great tonight. And you look at the score line, and I think that he deserves probably man of the match. And
Up
the
to
referee,
this point, I would agree with you, absolutely.
referee coming into the box here.
Kind of separating a bit of physical play in the boxes. Both teams know what's at stake here tonight.
And looks like there's a little bit of a,
Bit of jawing going on in the
Talking,
box
yeah.
here.
and I think that Columbus, and there's a yellow shown here. We don't know to
We don't know to who.
who. Looks like they're holding the corner to speak with some players. The referee telling everybody to back out. What team is it going to be?
We're waiting on the call from the official here.
Let's see. I don't
Just
know.
a high intensity. You just feel the high intensity vibe going around with this game. Both teams know what's at stake. Columbus with a strong chance to put themselves in playoff position with the win here tonight. The same can be said for New Orleans. Both teams know what they're playing for here and what's at stake as we enter these final crucial 10 minutes here at Kinnett
Yellow
Stadium.
card again, and it looks like there's different. And it looks like Alfie Rule and the team is getting in a fight. This is not what you want in this crucial minute.
Trying to keep Jordy Santana trying to keep him composed there.
And that will be, I think, that's 2 yellow cards for Columbus. Still waiting on that 1 card that we saw in the box. It looks like there's going to be a water break. I think that all of the Columbus United players need to go to their bench, sit down, have a talk, and they need to just figure it out. Because if we're going to play like this, it's not good. Alfie Rule pushing players. It's just
A very much let's get out of harm's way push. Let's leave the referee alone, be quiet kind of push there, trying to keep his guys under control, keep them composed.
we've been talking
And,
talking a lot about the Columbus United bench, but if you're looking at the New Orleans bench, I can see here that they're pushing around a little bit too and
yeah.
talking to each other, and we can see that they're talking to the side official and the coaches are talking together with the ref, and it looks like
I think
they're calling
this
it
is
off.
this is very much an intermission initiated by the main referee, just trying to get everyone to cool off a little bit. You know, we're entering, as I mentioned, a massive 10 minutes with, you know, implications on the line, a playoff spot for either team that comes away with 3 points here as we enter this final 10 minutes tied at 1-1. You know, heated moments. We've seen heated moments over the course of the second half. A lot of physical play. What are the Charles, give me some keys. What are some things that maybe Columbus needs to do better in these last 10 minutes to maybe steal a win here and steal 3 points?
Well, you're talking about 10 minutes, but also you'll have added time. I think there's going to be a bit of that. And especially now, yeah. And you got to think that you want to win this game to get that playoff spot, but also you have to think that you want to cool down. And you want to talk out with your team. You don't need to be fighting on the field. You don't need to be getting mad at each other. You have to just cool down. Find your footing again and chill out. And the players are getting back on the field here, as we can see. And Alfie Rule looks like he's pumping up the fans there.
Leading his guys back onto the field. And as we finish up this intermission being used to hydrate, we think it's the perfect opportunity to send out a special thank you to Pepsi and Gatorade for their support of Columbus United, sharing our vision for growing the beautiful game in the Fountain City. Tonight, beautiful back and forth games like this would not be possible without the support of community-minded companies, Pepsi and Gatorade. You more of a Pepsi guy or a Gatorade guy?
I would think Gatorade. I just don't like carbonated
Absolutely
drinks.
much more of a Gatorade guy. What color?
Probably blue
Yellow.
or red.
I'm going yellow, man. I love that yellow Gatorade, man. Something about that lime flavor. But anyway, enough about Gatorade flavors. We're entering minute 82 now. Intense match that just had to be halted by the referee. Haven't seen that here during our time at Kinnett Stadium, but it just kind of shows you the intensity both these teams are bringing as we see the LED board go out once again.
Kind of a secret substitution there from New Orleans. I caught it by the side of my eye.
There you go.
That's the last substitute from New Orleans, hitting the 82nd minute. And
Another
the cross
corner
is
kick
in,
coming in for New Orleans. How they got their lone goal.
and headed back out. Need to step up to this. Don't let a shot come out. LED board coming back up could help us a little bit with the time there.
Very much so. 83 minutes played now. We don't know how much stoppage time we're expecting, but
It's going to be a lot.
it's going to be at least 5 minutes, you would assume. Possibly even more.
2 subs left for Columbus. Will they use it, though?
For
Is the
Columbus,
question.
that sideline not looking too active now. We had a few substitutions of our own come on as our man Skirsch, center attacking midfield role number 17, takes the seat. His night is done. We have number 7, Mateo Campos, coming on, filling in that center attacking mid role. He'll need to bring that intensity and those fresh legs, put into good work here as Columbus pursues this game-winning goal.
Bowling back, giving Trebeck away.
Win one back there. You see the physical play continuing, though.
Looks like Columbus cooled down a little bit, but you never know. The next foul could be something that gets this Columbus team back into another big fight that we just saw, and it looks like the cross is going in.
Tucker looking like he had number 7 open there, unable to find him. Good job waiting on his support there
Ball played back.
by New Orleans attacker, but ball
Alfie
played
Rule
back
with
to
the
Rule.
long ball.
Gonna boot that one upfield.
Once again, Alfie Rule speaking, and it looks like he was, I don't know how I feel about this, but, he's just pulling back the attacker, and that's just something that you don't do. The ref has to watch out for that, so does the sideline ref.
Gotta have eyes on that. And Charles, we just got tonight's attendance numbers in. 1,076 people in attendance here tonight. How do we feel about that? Any message to the fans who made the trip out here this evening?
Thank you for making the trip, but also, even more, thank you for making the noise that you have made, and there's a offside flag there. and the fans with the disapproval. And there's a lot of fans out here for the Father's Day game.
Yep. We hear the noise all the way from up here in the third floor, all the way up on the third deck.
Not as many chants as we usually hear, but it's okay because they definitely made their mark and definitely made the noise level up.
Big time. And we know the controversial no red card given. They got loud for that one, and that woke up this Columbus United team.
Oh, and
Here's
there we go.
Scarborough being pulled back there.
Are you serious, ref? If that is not a red,
That's going to be another yellow card given there.
this ref, man, I'm not trying to be rude here, but that was a goal-scoring opportunity. You have to. He's thrown to the ground from the back of his shirt. He's being brought back. He's being brought back. His neck is being pulled back to where he can't win the ball.
Scarborough displaying his pace there. Very much a tactical foul on the New Orleans side there to stop what would have been a goal-scoring opportunity there.
I am heated right now because this is just not these refs. I'm not trying to be rude, but these refs these past few games, just there's some questionable calls, and the ref has to step up because there was a kick earlier in the game that was definitely a red. You don't kick somebody that's on the ground, and then you just have that getting pulled back from the back of your jersey.
Well played by
That's
Rule.
just not it. It's not it.
Fontenot's going to track it down.
Talking about that, there's 4 yellow cards on the night for New Orleans.
It'll be interesting to see what head coach Teach has to say after the game.
Are you serious? Once again, this is getting heated.
Tucker taken out there. Another yellow card there. How much are we up to now?
Now that is 5 yellow cards for New Orleans,
5 yellow cards
7
for
in the
New
match.
Orleans.
That is now New Orleans has had more fouls, yet they have more yellow cards than us in the 5 fouls that we've had. And I don't know. Now this game is definitely getting scrappy. We said that it's physical at the start of the half.
We said it would. We said it would get even more scrappy as we enter these last 10 minutes.
And we saw the fight break out.
Yep.
And here comes another free kick here.
Cotto on the cross. Big chance here for Columbus.
Get
Back
it?
post!
Oh.
Just a little over Fontenot's head there.
Goal kick number 5 for New Orleans.
McGowan's head there, excuse me, the right back. Who's done another great job filling in at that right back, that starting right back position there. Devin Vital still out with injury.
You can hear the chants. Columbus United kind of mocking the Atlanta United chant where they go Atlanta. And then the other side says United.
Oh, is that where they get it from?
That is where they get it from.
There we go. Okay. Hey, but listen, the fans making noise here, coming to life as we enter the crucial last few minutes of this 1-1 thriller.
It looks like New Orleans is aiming for the draw, trying to kill as much time as they can. But Columbus is not going to stick with that.
I think Columbus knows what's at stake here. They very much want the 3 points.
To get up to third also would be a big thing for them.
It'd be a massive deal for them. Especially after the start they had.
Referee, mate.
No call there on either side by the referee. Play on.
And
now he's going to stop the play here.
If there's not at least 9 minutes of stoppage time, this is gonna be a mess.
Very much expecting 5+, 6+ minutes here in stoppage time. We'll find out here in just under a minute, and we will pass that information along to you guys watching at home as soon as we receive it. Referee stopping the play there to make sure the New Orleans player's okay. Seems to be doing that. Ball's back into play now.
It looks like they're going to leave it for
Alfie calls
Rule.
for it. We hear it from up here. The scream of keeper as he comes down and collects that one. We are into the 90th minute now, everyone. Stoppage time awaits us.
Another foul. And the disapproval of the New Orleans bench. You can hear them screaming. I don't know. This New Orleans team has definitely been playing scrappy, and that is foul number 7 given to Columbus.
Still waiting on the call for added time here.
No reason that it should be less than 6 or 7.
To wait and see here. Still waiting on the call in. But regardless, we're going to operate as if there's 6+ minutes left in this game. Great ball out wide. Big on there, unable to find anyone behind his attackers there.
Hear the kids getting a little bit loud there, trying to cheer on the men in red.
Chance of put it in the goal coming out from the kids.
Oh,
A slip there by
no.
Dominguez. Quickly gathers himself there. But won by New Orleans, and they have a chance to break here.
Alfie Rule stepping out. Good.
Alfie Rule there to save the day.
And right now, we still don't have a word on stoppage.
We just got the word in now.
Okay.
10 minutes of stoppage
10
time.
minutes. I said at least 9 or 8.
Lots of soccer still to play here this evening.
Now we had stoppage time of 10 minutes.
You can see you can kind of hear the approval of the fans.
It's about right, though, right? For what this game
Okay.
has presented to us and the stoppages we've had. We've literally had a main referee stopping the play for about 5 minutes. So
That's definitely what I approve of, and I think that's something that the fourth official and the main referee has gotten right. I don't think that there should have been any less than 6, because that would have been terrible with how much we've seen today.
very much so. So we're gonna go ahead and guess that there's about 8 minutes left in this game. Just a little under 8 minutes now left to play.
Columbus United working their ways, and it looks like a great turn there. And that he clips him from the back.
Clips him there, no call there by the official.
We really need a great opportunity here for Columbus.
Oh, Alfie and Fontenot making eye contact there. I saw it from here. That one's going to be cleared away.
Once again, there's that communication that we see from Alfie Rule. Even just with eye contact, not even communicating with their mouths.
Always lifting his head. A great ball-playing goalkeeper, man. Very valuable in this team.
He's another foreign player on this Columbus United side.
One of many.
From South London, so definitely a culture down there to play football,
Oh, yeah.
as they call it.
Here's Spain on the ball. We got Ghana on the pitch as well. We just players from all over the pit, from all over the world, man. Love to see it. Here's Scarborough down the right wing, showing off that pace. Trying to play a ball in there, just not there. Maybe hoping for a deflection, trying to win a corner kick there.
Corner would be great.
Halfway into minute number 93 for those of you watching at home. About 6.5 minutes left to play, and what's been a very intense 1-1 match here between two good sides here, two mid-table sides going at it for the second time this season. The first match ending in a 3-3 draw. This one about 6 minutes away from ending in a 1-1 draw. Hard to break these two teams up. Very evenly matched, it seems.
Ball played to the side. Looking to find it back in the middle. Could be a 1-2. They definitely have the switch on the other side if they can find the left wing.
One thing we can say, United's going for it. They're going for it. They're not sitting back. They want this. They want this winning goal. They want the 3 points.
I think that New Orleans has definitely seen that, and they're going to go for it too now. If they get the ball, they're going to press.
All it takes is one counterattack.
But knowing how Alfie Rule has been, he's been a brick wall back there, so I don't see anything coming of that.
So wait and see. Here's Scarborough driving inward. Plays it back out to Gallegos.
only
Scarborough
goal.
lifts his head. He's going to go for it near post.
That's one thing I was talking about at halftime. If you get a shot, you definitely have to take
Let's
it.
put pressure on the keeper. Let's make him make saves. Great attempt there by Scarborough.
Once again, the goal from Columbus United coming from the PK off of a dirty challenge from New Orleans.
A pull down in the area, leading to that Columbus penalty kick, minute 78. With New Orleans goal coming via a 45th minute header off a corner kick. That's going to be a foul on New Orleans there.
That is foul number 9 given to Columbus. We have
just very physical both ways.
4 yellow cards on the field for New Orleans, but 5 in all.
Good ball played there by Rule. Good header.
Good
They're
header.
looking for
Couldn't be
Fontenot.
it. Couldn't be it. Tried to win it back, but Columbus just didn't get to it there. They're putting pressure on New Orleans, and that's exactly what they need to do.
We're into minute 96 now. Halfway through minute 96. Just a little over 3 minutes left for Columbus to try and make some magic happen. Here's Scarborough. Trying to split 2 there, not a good idea.
Could be a counter.
Gomez out wide. New Orleans with a chance here.
2v2.
Here's New Orleans. Good ball played in. Number 8 cuts inside. Takes a shot. That was going to go wide. Great chance there for the Jesters to pull off the upset and break Columbus United hearts here tonight.
I think now if you're Columbus United, you want to keep possession until the last minute. You just want to make sure that you keep the ball and then you attack in the last minute. You want to make sure that you are the last team on the ball. You want to make sure that your players know that everybody needs to be in the box these next few minutes, and that's how they're going to have to play. As a player, that's how we work things whenever it's 1-1.
Here's Tucker. 97, halfway through minute 97 now.
You see 5 men in the box.
The paw turns inside.
Ball played back
Out
out
wide
wide.
to Tucker with space.
6 men in the box now. Corner.
It's going to be a
This
corner
could
kick,
be the
Columbus. Good
deciding
chance
corner.
here.
Should Alfie Rule come up to this? It does not look like he will. This is corner number 6 for Columbus on the night. 7 so far for New Orleans.
Minute 98 now, Charles. So just 2 minutes left to play now. Columbus running out of time here.
Looks like one player's going short. You can hear the fans definitely pumping up.
Waking up here for these final 2 minutes. The corner comes in.
Crosses in. Oh, maybe questionable, but it does not look like that foul will be
Diego's
called.
chasing it down. Booted upfield.
2v1.
Dominguez and Tucker getting on the same page there. Tucker comes away with it. He's going to try and play that down the wing to Kato there, just over hit.
And it looks like that will probably be maybe the last play of the game.
They may have a chance for one more attack here. We are now at 98:45, so just a minute 15 left to play.
I
here.
think that, yep, you can see them all now going up, playing a long ball.
Columbus wanting to win this one back quickly and maybe form that last attack you were talking about and having the ball in their possession as we end this game.
And maybe a foul, but not given.
New Orleans in absolutely zero rush to get this throw in. Then it looks like they're content to leave Columbus with just the 1 point here tonight.
Yeah, and that's not what Columbus were expecting. New Orleans is the lower seed. We played Naples, and Naples, they were the top seed, and we played better. And
a controversial call there. It looked like Evans DePaul was pushed from behind into number 15. Referee not seeing that time.
Foul number 12 against Columbus.
So instead of Columbus having the last opportunity to win this game, it'll be New Orleans here on the free kick, whipped into a dangerous area.
And we've had technically 3 yellow cards for Columbus.
Here's Gomez.
It looks like everybody's going up, but 3 players.
Ricardo Gomez on the cross Plays that very short.
Columbus United definitely has to step up here.
Cleared away as we're into the 10th minute of stoppage time now. Will be interesting to see how the referee calls this one. Nudge in the back there. Be a Columbus goal kick.
This might be the last kick of the game or the last attack. We'll see.
We'll see what the referee decides to do.
I think that they should play this
Not
short.
looking at his watch right here. Looking at it
Just
now.
This is definitely going to probably be the last attack. Like you said in that 3-3 thriller, it was a last late minute goal. Could they pull that back here and get to third? And there's a foul right here.
Good call there by the official.
I think that Alfie Rule should definitely take this. Because if he takes this, and what if it's the last kick of the game? It's whatever. That is now officially 10 fouls given. Pretty even. It looks like this will probably be the last kick of the game. One defender in the back, one defender in front.
It's coming in
player
via
box.
Chavi Cotto.
Could be it.
Back post.
Oh,
Into the hands of the keeper.
How is that
New
not
Orleans
the game?
looking for one final break now.
How is that not the game?
New Orleans going to be given this last chance. Hard
And
tackle in there by
hard tackle.
Gallegos.
And if
Oh,
you-
by Cotto, excuse me. Yellow card given there to Chavi Cotto.
What does it even matter? There's no seconds left in the game.
We are into minute 102 now. 12 minutes into stoppage time now.
I think he should have called this after the free kick, but I guess that's not happening.
We're expecting this to be the final kick of the game. Final chance for New Orleans here. Ricardo Gomez whips it in once again. That one gets a little more air on it. Off the deflection. Good block
Call it,
there
call
by
it,
Evan
call it.
DePaul. And there goes the final time whistle, ladies and gentlemen.
Definitely a tough game for Columbus United. I think that both teams played really strong. It just wasn't the result that we were hoping for here.
You see some disappointing reaction from Columbus United there
And
on the pitch, as they know what was at stake tonight. A chance to move into that third place spot. It's a prime playoff position. Unable to come away with 3 points tonight, but a good job fighting back and at least salvaging a point late.
still undefeated at home here. Let's see if we can keep that streak going. It definitely was a good performance for them. I just don't know if something was off tonight because it just wasn't the same as the first two games at home.
Before we say our goodbyes, any standout players that you want to give a show out to tonight?
Definitely Alfie Rule. He's probably the man of the match. He's been on fire. He's just been great. All of these games at home, he's just been on point.
Perfect. Okay. And, well, we want to thank you fans for joining us for tonight's third ever Columbus United home match. A special thank you to all Synovus employees and families who joined us on Synovus night. Tonight's final score is Columbus United 1, New Orleans Jesters 1. Fans, head to Autograph Alley where you get to meet players and coaches, get autographs, take pictures, all that fun stuff. Please join us on the track behind the Columbus United benches for pictures and autographs. Your next home game is Saturday, June 22nd, which is Military Appreciation Night, presented by Pepsi. Plan to join us as we celebrate military from Fort Moore, as well as retired military. We appreciate everything you do for our community and country. Active and retired military get a free ticket to the match, courtesy of Pepsi, by using promo code UNITEFORTROOPS for a free ticket to the match. Tickets are now on sale at ColumbusUnitedFC.com. Thanks again for joining us. Please drive safe and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you.